Hey guys, what's up? When I just picked up the guitar, my heroes were people like Jimi Hendrix and B.B. King. That was the sound of the guitar as I perceived it. But very soon after, I discovered a whole world of music, which was jazz. So my heroes kind of changed to Wes Montgomery and Pat Metheny. When we're playing music, we're basically expressing ideas and emotion over a certain platform. So whether it's jazz, blues, rock, pop, it doesn't really matter. It only matters what you have to say. What I want to do today is taking 5 ideas and playing a jazzy line versus a bluesy line and diving into it and seeing what's in it. Let's do it. This is jazz. This is blues. Let's go. If you're digging this video and want me to create more of this kind of content, the best way to support me would be by clicking the like button, leaving a comment, maybe even sharing it with a friend. And also I have a Patreon page. You can check out more information there. Thanks. 1. C major 7. Gonna mess around with the chord C major 7 in a bluesier way and then in a jazzier way. Let's do it. The framework of what I'm playing is just A minor pentatonic. So although the chord is C major or C major 7, I'm playing A minor pentatonic, which sounds great on that. It's basically C major pentatonic, if you will, because you're getting the 1, 2, 3, 5, and the 6, which are all beautiful sounds on C major. And then I'm just playing this little approach to 6, to A, and then a little bend on the 2, kind of between the 2, almost going to the flat 3, which is the wrongest note on C major 7, but that bend gives it a little bit of that bluesier pain that we love. So what I was doing here was basically playing and articulating the chord. When we're playing jazz, we oftentimes really articulate the chord at hand. Here what I'm doing is basically playing C major 7, starting from the B, which is the 7th, to the 1, 3, 5, again, literally just playing the arpeggio. So kind of almost 3 octaves of C major 7 arpeggio. And then at the end here, I'm basically playing an E minor triad. Why does that work? I'm basically getting the major 7, the 5, the 3, and that's it, which sounds great on C major 7. Jazz. So on this C7 chord, that sound, I'm playing a C blues scale. Just this framework. I'm starting with these 2 notes. And this note is actually not really on the key. It's not really a part of the scale, but it's being used a lot in blues context. This is the 6, this is A. And I'm kind of bending it with the E flat to get that painful sound. Painful in a good way. And then I'm playing 2 notes here, just grabbing that 4th. Then I'm kind of digging into that flat 5, so I'm accenting that idea. Then going back to C. So as you see, I'm really trying to find these painful notes and trying to accent them and feel that tension and release against that center. So what I'm playing here is really C7. I'm starting from an approach note to C with B natural going to C, and then really playing C7 chord. And then from that 7, I'm descending with a chromatic note, then kind of going around the note E. Why I'm doing that is because with jazz we oftentimes articulate the chord tones, so the 1, 3, 5, 7. And I'm highlighting that E using the F and E flat. And then later on, I'm just going to that note D, the top note. just because it's such a beautiful color, and then going back to that 6, the 13, and there the end phrase. Again, that's not a resolution yet because I'm just kind of staying on the C7, but that's the resolution of this line. Just enjoying those colors. 3. G minor, C7, F major 7. Alright, so what I just played was literally D minor pentatonic. The reason I'm doing that is because when I'm playing the D minor pentatonic over that key center, I'm really getting all these juicy sounds of the 9 and the 6. So I'm not articulating chord by chord, but I'm thinking melodically and in the key center. And then the last note I landed in this phrase was just the A, which is the third of F, which is kind of the chord we resolve to. So what's happening here is I'm playing on the G minor, I'm actually articulating B flat major 7. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm getting that A, which is in a 9, which sounds super beautiful and super lush. So I'm playing literally B flat major 7 over that G minor, and then I'm doing the same idea, but then I'm starting from the A to the B flat, but then I'm playing this chord. This voicing is just a really beautiful voicing, a lot of tension in this chord. And the notes are basically A, B flat, C sharp, E, A. So I'm getting a lot of tensions against that C7, so that's the C. And then I'm doing that same trick of enclosures, basically playing A flat to B flat to A. Basically my target is that A because that's the third note, the third of F major, and I'm just playing things around it. Very jazzy. And then at the end I'm adding another kind of jazzy idea, basically going from the 5 to the 6 with a little chromatic note. So again, the line is this. That's our B flat major 7 over that G minor, and then this chord, a lot of tension on the C7, resolution, and a little addition of that. So all I'm playing right now is really A minor pentatonic. I started this line here. Again, I'm adding this F sharp, that's 6, because it's just so awesome. The chord is A minor, but I'm adding the F sharp just because I like that tension. And then I'm just kind of bending the 3, the flat 3 that is, to get that extra pain. And the same thing with the 2, so I'm bending it a little bit up to almost get to that flat 3. So I'm getting this like almost kind of crying sensation. And then just doing a little tremolo on this note, just giving it a little bit more vibe. You can also shake your guitar. No, don't do that, that's not gonna help. But that little sound here gives it a lot of vibe. Blues. What I'm doing here is basically playing enclosures around A minor chord. So I'm thinking about A minor triad 1, 3, 5, and I'm playing a scale note above and a chromatic note beneath that target point. I'm just going like that. Until I hit that top A, E, G sharp, G, going that G sharp note that gives me that 6 Beautiful, beautiful sound. 5. Blues in B flat. Alright, so what I'm doing here is really just playing B flat blues scale. I'm really just using notes around the B flat pentatonic B flat blues, and I am aware of the sound of the chords, and when I'm hitting this E flat, I'm aware of this like sound of E flat 7, so it's not completely off the chords, but really I am not articulating chord by chord, and I'm thinking about centers and sounds. F7, oop, naked. And then on the turnaround, F7 to E flat, I was just kind of playing using that flat 5. So I'm really not articulating chord by chord, but thinking about the B flat blues and the sound and vibe rather than chord by chord. Now check out the jazz option. What's happening here is I'm articulating a little bit more chord by chord. I started kind of thinking about B flat for 4 bars and then played these ideas. All these kind of things are ideas around the triad, around the 7 chord to articulate the chord tones. Later on, I was playing this idea that basically articulates G7. Now, although the chord was not playing right now, I'm hearing this jazzier form in my head. And then on the F7, I was actually articulating C minor 7. So really hearing that kind of tension against the F7 and then kind of closing it with a little bluesier sound. Now, again, blues and jazz are very, very connected. They're not separated things. Jazz is taking a lot from blues, and blues is a very strong root of jazz. So it's important to understand that too. When you're playing jazz or blues, you're basically articulating ideas and emotion over a style. Whether I'm playing this guitar or this guitar, whether I'm playing blues or jazz, it doesn't matter. What matters is what you want to say and how you're saying it. I hope this video was interesting, and if you dig it, please share it with someone that might be interested in jazz and blues, or both. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.